Today we are delving into the core of C programming with an exploration of string.h library and its functions. We will be taking a comprehensive look at various C string functions and providing practical examples along the way. Without further ado, let's get started. The standard library is an integral part of C programming, which offers a set of tools and functionalities to streamline development tasks, thus saving time and effort. The C standard library provides macros, type definitions, and functions for tasks such as string handling, mathematical computations, input-output processing, memory management, and other operating system services. The application programming interface or API of C standard library is declared across various header files. Each header file contains declaration for functions, data type definitions, and macros related to specific functionalities or modules within the standard library. And these are some header files: stdio.h, which defines core input-output functions such as printf and scanf, also file handling functions such as fopen and fclose. String.h defines the string handling functions like strcpy, strcat, strlen, and many others. stdlib.h defines functions for numeric conversions, memory allocation, process control functions, and pseudo random number generation. Math.h defines common mathematical functions like sine, cos, square root. First, let's understand the standard C library, which is string.h. The string.h header file is a part of C standard library and it is used to manipulate strings. Then what is string manipulation? String manipulation is a process of modifying or altering strings of characters. String manipulation includes actions such as copying, combining, finding, comparing, and breaking down strings into smaller parts. So it is about performing various operations on strings to achieve specific objectives within a program. And this can be done using variety of functions and operators. The string manipulation functions such as strcpy, strcat, strcmp facilitates various tasks like converting case, removing white space, finding characters, splitting strings, and many more. The string.h header file provides declarations for various functions, types, and macros that deal with string manipulation, memory operation, and character classification. And here are some important functions declared in string.h header file. And these functions can be used to perform a variety of operations on strings. In addition to functions, the string.h header file also defines a number of macros, and the two significant entities are size_t and null. The size_t variable type is an unsigned integer type which represents the size of an object in bytes, and it is also used as a return type for the size of operator. The null macro is used to represent a null pointer constant. A null pointer is a pointer that does not point to any valid object. Let's see an example. This program calculates and prints the length of the string hello world using string length function. Also, it demonstrates the use of size_t for representing the string length and null macro for checking the pointer validity. First, include stdio.h for standard input-output functions like printf. Next, we include stddef.h to use size_t type and define null. Next, define the main function, which is the entry point of the program. Next part is string declaration. Here we declared a character pointer str and initialized with the address of string literal hello world. And this string is stored in read-only memory. Next part is size_t initialization. Here we initialized a size_t variable named length to hold the length of the string. And next, length calculation. Here we check if the string pointer str is not null. Since str is a pointer to a string literal, it cannot be null. Inside the if statement, we calculate the length of the string by iterating over each character in the string until we encounter the null terminator. We increment the length variable with each iteration. And finally, we print the length. We print the length of the string using printf statement. The format specifier %zu is used to print the value of size_t variables. We provide the string str and its length as an argument to printf statement to display them in the output. Finally, the return statement. We return 0 from the main function to indicate the successful execution of the program. And you can see the output. The length of the string hello world is 13. So this program calculates the length of the string by incrementing the counter for each character until it reaches the null terminator, and ensures that all characters including spaces and punctuations are counted accurately. The length is then printed using the format specifier %zu, which is specifically designed for variables of type size_t. Now let's discover the C string functions with examples. Here are some categories of functions commonly used for string manipulations. String manipulation functions. The functions like strlen, strcpy, strcat, strcmp, and strncpy are used for basic string manipulation tasks like determining length, copying, concatenating, and comparing strings. Memory operation functions. Functions like memset, memcopy, memmove, and memcmp are used to manipulate blocks of memory which are often used in conjunction with string operations. Character classification functions such as isDigit, isAlpha, and isSpace are used to classify characters based on their properties. The string searching functions like strchr, strstr are used to search for characters or substrings within strings. String tokenization functions. The strtok function is used to tokenize or split strings into smaller parts based on delimiters. The string conversion functions like a to I, a to f, str to l, and str to d are used to convert strings to numeric values. And other functions like strerror and strcall serves various miscellaneous string related tasks. And we have a null macro, which is a constant, which is used to represent a null pointer. It is often used to indicate that the pointer does not point to any memory location or object. And finally, we have size related macro. Size underscore t is a data type in C, is an unsigned integer type used to represent the size of object in bytes. It is defined in stddef.h header file, and it is commonly used to represent the size of array, memory block, and strings. And here is a list of various operations or manipulations that can be performed on strings. And here the categorized list of string manipulation functions are listed. These functions are organized into categories based on their functionality. Now let's discuss them in detail. First, string length functions. In this we have strlen and strnlen. strlen function calculates the length of a string. It returns the number of characters in a string excluding the null terminator. Look at the syntax. Here we declared a function named strlen that takes a pointer to a constant character, that is string, as its argument and returns the size of that string as a size underscore t value. And we know that size underscore t is an unsigned integer type which represents the size of object in memory. The strlen function returns the size of a string, which is the number of characters in a string, excluding the null terminator. Since the size of the string can never be negative, so size underscore t is an appropriate type to represent it. The strlen is the name of the function. It stands for string length. The strlen function calculates the length of a null terminated string. Const char asterisk str. This is the parameter of a function. It is a pointer to constant character, which means the string pointed to by str cannot be modified by string length function. The string length function takes a pointer to the beginning of the string and calculates the length by scanning the characters until it encounters the null terminator. Let's see an example. Include stdio.h. This header file includes the standard input-output header file for functions like printf. Include string.h includes the string manipulation header file for functions like string length. Int main defines the main function, which is the entry point of the program. And then we declared a pointer str to a constant character array containing the string hello world. In line 6, we calculate the length of the string str using the string length function and assign it to a variable length. The size underscore t is a data type used to store the length. And finally, we print the length of the string using %zu format specifier, which is specific for size underscore t data type. Now let's run this program. Overall, this program calculates and prints the length of the string hello world using strlen function. And next we have strlen function. This function calculates the length of a string with specified maximum length. It combines str from string, n from maximum, and len from length. And this function returns the number of characters in a string up to a maximum length, or until the null terminator is reached, whichever comes first. Look at the syntax. Here we declared a function named strlen that takes a pointer to a constant character, that is string, and a maximum length as its argument, and returns the size of that string up to the specified maximum length as a size underscore t value. The strlen function is similar to strlen but includes an additional parameter, size underscore t max length, which specifies the maximum number of characters to count in the string. So it calculates the length of a string up to a specified maximum length, or until the null terminator is reached, whichever comes first. Look at this example. include the necessary header files, and next up we have main function, and then we declared a pointer str to a constant character array containing the string hello world. And next we declared a variable max length of type size_t and initialized with the value 5, which represents the maximum number of characters to search in the string. And then we calculate the length of the string str up to a maximum of max length characters using strlen. And then we assign to a variable length. Finally, we print the length of the string up to maximum length of characters using the format specifier for size_t types. Now let's run this program. And the output indicates that the length of the string hello world is 5 characters because we are considering only the first 5 characters of the string as specified by max length variable. And next we have string comparison. To compare strings, we have two functions, strcmp and strncmp. The strcmp compares two strings lexicographically, that is based on their alphabetical order. Look at the syntax. strcmp is a function that returns an integer. It takes two parameters str1 and str2, and both of which are pointers to constant characters. Int, this is the return type of the function. It indicates that strcmp returns an integer value. strcmp is the name of the function. It stands for string compare. It is a standard C library function used for comparing two strings lexicographically. Const char asterisk str1, const char asterisk str2. These are the parameters of the function. Each parameter is declared with a type and a name. Const char asterisk str1. This declares the first parameter str1 as a pointer to the constant character, that is a string. The const is a keyword which indicates that the character in the string pointed to by str1 should not be modified by the function. Const char asterisk str2. This declares the second parameter str2 in the same way as str1. Now let's see an example. The code starts by including two header files, which are stdio.h and string.h. And next the main function, which is the entry point of the program. And then we declare string pointers. The two constant character pointers are str1 and str2 are declared and initialized to point to the strings hello and world respectively. Next, call strcmp function. The strcmp function is called to compare the strings str1 and str2. The result of the comparison is stored in the variable result. Now we compare the results. The value of result is then used to determine the relationship between the two strings using if-else statement. If result is negative, it means str1 is lexicographically less than str2. So it prints that hello is less than world. If result is 0, it means str1 is equal to str2. So it prints strings are equal. If result is positive, it means str1 is lexicographically greater than str2. So it prints that hello is greater than world. The return 0 statement indicates the successful execution of the program. Let's run this code. And we know that hello comes before the world lexicographically. So the output is hello is less than world. This is because strcmp returns a negative value, indicating that str1 is less than str2. Therefore, the corresponding printf statement is executed by printing hello is less than world. Next, we have strncmp, and this function is similar to strcmp, but it allows you to specify the maximum number of characters to compare. Let's break down the syntax. Int is the return type of the function. It indicates strncmp returns an integer value. strncmp, which is the name of the function, stands for string compare no more than n characters. Const char str1, const char str2, size_t n. These are the parameters of the function. Const char asterisk str1. This is a pointer to the first string to be compared. Const char asterisk str2. This is a pointer to the second string to be compared. Size_t n. This is the maximum number of characters to be compared from each string. It limits the comparison to the first n characters of each string. So the strncmp function compares the first n characters of the strings str1 and str2. And it returns an integer value based on the comparison. Look at this example. First include the necessary header files, and then we have the main function. Next, the string initialization. Here two constant character pointers str1 and str2 are initialized to point to the strings hello and helpful respectively. And then variable initialization. Here an integer variable n is initialized with the value 4. So it indicates that we want to compare the first 4 characters of each string. Next, strncmp function call. And this function is called with arguments str1, str2 and n to compare the first n characters of str1 and str2. And the result of the comparison is stored in the variable result. And next we compare the result. Depending on the value of the result, one of the corresponding printf statement will be executed to print the message, which indicate the relationship between the first n characters of the two strings. Let's run this program. And this output is generated based on the comparison of first 4 characters of the strings hello and helpful. And this program compares the first 4 characters of the strings hello and helpful using strncmp function. And in the output you can see the message. The first 4 characters of hello are lexicographically less than the first 4 characters of helpful. And you can see the first 3 characters of both strings are same. So the comparison moves to the 4th character. In this case the ASCII value of L, which is the 4th character of hello, is less than the ASCII value of P, which is the 4th character of helpful. Therefore hello is lexicographically less than helpful. And next function is string concatenation. It is a process of combining 2 or more strings into a single string. The 2 commonly used functions are strcat and strncat. This function appends the content of the source string to the destination string. Look at the syntax. Char indicates that the function returns a pointer to a character. Strcat is the name of the function. Char asterisk destination, const char asterisk source. These are the parameters of the function. The destination argument is a pointer to the destination array, and the source argument is the string to copy. This function works with null terminated strings and does not perform length checking. Now let's see an example. First include the necessary header files and then the main function. And next part is string initialization. A character array dest is initialized with the string hello, which has a space up to 20 characters including the null terminator. A constant character pointer src is initialized to point to the string world. And next part is concatenation. The strcat function is called here, which will concatenate the source string to the end of the destination string. The content of src will be appended to the end of dest. And then we print the results. The concatenated string stored in dest is printed using printf statement. The format specifier %s is used to print the concatenated string, and return 0 indicates the successful completion of the program. Now let's run this code. You can see the output hello world. In this program we initialize a dest array with the string hello, and we add the string world to the end of the hello using strcat function. And finally it prints the concatenated string. And next strncat function. The strncat function is used to concatenate at most n characters from source string to end of the destination string. Let's break down the syntax. Char asterisk. This indicates that the function returns a pointer to a character. strncat, which is the name of the function. Char asterisk dest, const char asterisk src, size underscore t n. These are the parameters of the function. In that char asterisk dest, this parameter is a pointer to a character array. It represents the destination string to which the content of the source string will be appended. And this function modifies the string. Const char asterisk src. This parameter is also a pointer to a character array. The src parameter is a string you are joining onto the end of the test string. The const qualifier indicates that the content of this string will not be modified by the function. Size underscore t n. This parameter specifies the maximum number of characters to concatenate from source to destination. Let's see an example. First include the necessary header files and then the main function. And next the string initialization. A character array dest is initialized with the string hello, which has space up to 20 characters including the null terminator. The constant character pointer src is initialized to point to the string world. Now concatenation. The strncat function is called to concatenate at most n characters from source to end of the destination. Dest is the destination string to which the content of src will be appended. Src is the source string from which the character will be appended to dest. N specifies the maximum number of characters to concatenate from src. And finally the concatenated string stored in dest is printed using printf statement. The format specifier %zu is used to print the value of n. %s is used to print the concatenated string. And the concatenated string consists of initial hello, which is followed by first 3 characters from src string. And finally the return statement, which indicates the successful completion of the program. Now let's run this code. And as I mentioned earlier, the concatenated string consists of initial hello followed by first 3 characters WOR from the source string. And next function is string copying. So here we copy the content of one string to the another string. The commonly used functions are strcpy and strncpy. First, strcpy. The strcpy function is used to copy the contents of one string to another. Look at the syntax. It takes two arguments, dest, which is the destination string, and here is where the content will be copied. Src, which is the source string, whose content will be copied. It returns a pointer to destination string. It copies the entire content of source to destination, including the null terminator. Char asterisk. This indicates the return type of the function. In this case, the strcpy returns a pointer to a character. Strcpy is the name of the function. Char asterisk dest, const char asterisk src or parameters. Char asterisk dest. This parameter is a pointer to a character array. It represents the destination string where the content will be copied. The function modifies this string. And next, const char asterisk src. This parameter is also a pointer to character array. It represents the source string from which characters will be copied to destination. The const qualifier indicates that the content of the string will not be modified by the function. So the strcpy function is used to copy the characters from source string to destination string. It copies the entire string, including the null terminator. Look at an example. Include necessary header files, and next main function. Then we have variable initialization. A character array dest is declared with size of 20 characters. This will serve as a destination buffer where the content of source string will be copied. A const character pointer src is initialized to point to the string literal hello world. And then string copying. And here we have strcpy function, which is called to copy the content of source string to the destination buffer. And finally, the copied string stored in dest is printed using printf statement. The format specifier %s is used to print the string stored in dest. And finally, the return statement, which indicates the successful execution of the program. Now let's run this program. You can see the output, the copied string, which is hello world. And next we have strncpy function. The strncpy function is used to copy at most n characters from source string to destination string. Look at the syntax. Char indicates that the function returns a pointer to a character. strncpy is the name of the function. Char asterisk dest, constant char asterisk src, size underscore t n. These are the parameters of the function. Char asterisk dest. This parameter is a pointer to a character array, and it represents the destination string where the content will be copied. The function modifies this string. Const char asterisk src. This parameter is also a pointer to a character array. It represents the source string from which the characters will be copied to destination. The const qualifier indicates that the content of this string will not be modified by the function. Size underscore t n. This parameter specifies the maximum number of characters to be copied from source to destination. So the strncpy function copies at most n characters from source to destination, and if the length of the source is less than n, the remaining characters in the destination are filled with null bytes. Now let's see an example. First, include the necessary header files, and then the main function, and then we have variable initialization. A character array named dest is declared with a size of 20 characters. This will serve as a destination buffer where the copied character will be placed. The constant character pointer src is initialized to point to the string literal hello world. N is set to 5, indicating that only first 5 characters of src will be copied to dest. And then string copying. The strncpy function is called to copy at most n characters from the source string src to destination buffer dest. If src contains fewer than n characters, null bytes will be appended to dest to ensure that it is null terminated. If src contains more than n characters, only the first n characters will be copied to dest. The strncpy function does not guarantee the null termination if the length of src is greater than n. So we manually add the null terminator at the nth position of dest. And finally we print the result. The copied string stored in dest is printed using printf statement, and the format specifier %s is used to print the string stored in dest, and %zu is used to print the value of n. And finally the return statement, which indicates the successful completion of the program. Now let's run this program. And the program prints the copied string, which is hello, because the program copies the first 5 characters of the source string.